Hey friends, I decided to jump back on for a couple minutes, however long it takes. So if you didn't see part one, we're ferrying hay equipment over to the Gross farm. If you don't know about that farm, my great grandfather, that's two greats, purchased it in 1904 sometime after he came back from Cuba. Before that, he rode with Roosevelt up in South Dakota. So we're hauling equipment over there. We windrode over there a little bit. Now we're going to go over there and bale it. Christopher's up there in the 4440 and pulling the small square baler. I've got the trailer and the hay sweep. I mentioned in the previous video that yesterday we were hauling stuff home from auction. I want to talk to you about auctions for a minute. So I'm gonna guess most of you've been to auctions. If you haven't and you're farming, ranching, homesteading, it's not absolutely necessary you can go, but sometimes you can get some real bargains there. It can be kind of like a Goodwill or garage sale for farm stuff. Passing somebody. Like yesterday, we purchased two trailers that had piles of posts on them, and they were messy and unorganized. We spent some time there reorganizing everything, and 4 used tires for a total of $40 and a little more sales tax, which actually we probably could have gotten off, but oh well, it was $1.69 or something. I'm not going to worry about it. The tires, maybe they'll go on a piece of equipment. And we're not talking anything on the road, just farm implement stuff we don't even use very often. Not the sort of thing you really want investment in. Those two trailers, they need tires. Those tires we got yesterday were 20-inch tires. We need 16-inch tires all the way around. Those will keep our eyes out. One or two of our trucks use those, so we'll have some sooner or later. And if nothing else, tires work pretty good for setting objects on. Firewood, anything you need to keep up off the ground. And the posts. The posts are a mess, but like I said, we got 40 good wood posts. There's an old 4x4 and there's called 41 if you want. We'll treat all these and then stick them in the ground and use them. And I've scrounged up posts that way my whole life, so I never quite run out of them. About the time I do, I seem to come across more. And what that does for us is, I know guys who won't go to auctions, or they'll go to auctions, they only go to buy a piece of equipment, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But something for you to consider is, if you can pick up some of these small things that don't seem like a big deal, if you can pick them up like that. I mean, we've got less than $1 in each of those posts, plus two trailers. You know, I mean, there's $1,000 for the post there, probably. What post costs anymore. And we'll use the trailers for farm projects. Like I said in the other video, we'll probably build little portable chicken houses on them or something like that. They won't go real far, they'll just move around the pasture, but that can free up money for other things, for the big things. At least that's how it's always been for me. Everybody's situation's different. You're well financed, don't need to do that, don't want to do it. That's your decision, not mine. I'm just putting it out there. If it's us, you know, for the guy or the gal who hasn't considered the option before. You know, like I said, those auctions sometimes be like Goodwill for farming. Now with that, you can't always decide, oh hey, I need something, let me go to the auction, see if I can get it. A lot of times the auctions, you know, you pick off stuff that you're going to use later on. This hay sweep's kind of a exception. We actually just bought it a few weeks ago, but again, a few weeks ago we had to buy it when it was available, and we got a good price on it too. We gave $130 on auction. Keep in mind, we were the high bidder, and the buyer was happy. Not the buyer, we were the buyer. We were happy. The seller was happy too. He was quite happy with that price actually, but it's one of those things you got to plan ahead. That baler, we bought it last fall and went and got it, and we've sat on it till now. It's hard to go out and just buy these things when you need them. You kind of got to plan ahead a little bit. Oh, I see we forgot part of the baler. That'll be all right. Just an extended chute, but we need that when we get a wagon or pulling a wagon or a running gear behind it. We're not quite set up for that anyway, not yet. So yeah, you got to plan ahead a little bit, that's all. And if you do that, you can save a lot of money. And like I said, you're in a position to go to the dealership and go to the farm store and buy everything new when you buy it. Hey, great. I have no problem with that, none whatsoever. But if you're not in that position, going to the auctions and watching these online farm auctions can get you a lot of value for your money. It might be enough to keep you going and allow you to build something, build a capital asset. And it's not something a lot of farmers talk about, but that's farmers, ranchers, homesteaders, but we're all trying to build capital assets. We're trying to build production. And of course, you know, we're trying to make the production capacity we already have usable. You know, if we've got a pasture but there's no fences, or the fences aren't any good, it's not really usable. We've got to have fences. So like in this case, these posts will all go on the ground to keep livestock in eventually. All right, friends. If there's something there you want to hear more about, well, leave a question. Something else you want to hear about, ask the question. We're sure happy to talk about most things. So otherwise, it's kind of whatever happens across our mind. I'd love to have a more organized channel and sit down and have an hour, 2-hour discussions, and maybe we'll get to that point. Most of the time, it's on the fly as we think of something. Dog's going crazy over here. She's fine. She's just excited. She's going to get to ride in the tractor a little while. She knows that. I didn't want her jumping all over Christopher, though, while he was trying to drive the tractor. In the field, it'd be fine. On the road, who knows? She's good in the truck, though. Isn't that right? Let's see if we can get her on camera real quick. There she is. Say hi, Socks. She knows she's on camera. She don't like being on camera. All right, friends. We'll talk to you later. Bye.